Well, hello everyone. AmyR here with Prairie Paper and Ink. Face, card making space, live, unscripted, unfiltered, literal chaos. The unpaid intern is sitting in the corner.
That's me.
To help and, keep me from completely spiraling out. I have plans. I did some prep. I got 5 million things on my plate, y'all. It has been just... That is this way to describe what life has been like the last little bit. And then, yes, those that watched, that would have been last week's live. I forget how long it's been since I've been whining about it, but the flooding in my space, for now, mitigated. For those that aren't aware, I'm in my garage here in Saskatchewan. That's this whole space. It's in a garage. And yeah, it's happened a few times now. I think, because I was getting messages after the last time and someone mentioned sandbags, and at first I didn't think that would work, but now, because we've been talking about it, and I think that actually might. We're going to get a couple and place them in areas that I think will help so that this does not keep happening to me, because when the rain comes it has to be a certain direction with the wind, and it gets in and around all our little barriers, and then it floods my space, and it's been a lot to deal with. We have had is it an El Nino or El Nino?
El Nino.
So it's a super El Nino year.
Yeah.
The weather here has been nuts. Tornadoes and crazy storms and just...
It's almost like a monsoon.
Kind of. It is crazy. The humidity is nuts. Chris and I the other night went outside because we had the northern lights and everything, which I do love that. It was super, super late, and we had all these storms. I can't even describe. I wish I could have filmed it to share with people. It was something I can't even fully describe. We had storms all around us. We had the northern lights, and they were just the activity was crazy, and it was raining. Clouds were going overhead, the northern lights are moving, and we're just sitting there in the rain. It was cool, but also bizarre. It's been nuts. It's been nuts. So, yeah, we're gonna try some things though to prevent. And we got that same day that we were watching Northern Lights, we had crazy rain that thankfully came from a different direction. Because I was just please don't. I can't deal with any more flooding right now. I'm going to end up with serious mold issues, we keep everything super high up. Do you have French? Oh yeah, we've got when this house was built, there's all kinds of we've got French drains along the base of our house, and our house is raised. And everything, thankfully, our garage is raised, and then our driveway is kind of annoyingly slanted. But in theory, and we've got a sump pump, we have all the things. The little bit of water that does get in, that the few times, it wouldn't be an issue because it would just seep right back out. It would be fine. But I have carpet tiles in here, and that's what it grabs all that water. And so yeah. Everything's great, but everything is, everything's good. I got a lot on my plate. Everything's crazy, but all good things. And yeah, we're gonna get a couple sandbags, and hopefully I won't have to cry to everyone and whine about my space flooding, because, it's happened how many times now? Anyway, on to what we're actually going to make. You need to have someone check for mold. No, it would be that one corner. I don't think, because we dry everything out immediately. He even went and got me a more industrial sized fan.
Yeah.
When I joke about jury rig things, I'm not even kidding. And I can't, because I can't take a camera over there or anything, but I have my broken little $15 Walmart fan that I had before I met him. And it's literally broken. We have it practically jury rigged in that corner to plug in to dry things out, and he was like, you know what, this is ridiculous, as I'm swearing and tripping over things and trying to get this fan to work, and it's been fun. Anywho, we're gonna make something fun. I hope. I hope this will turn out fun. I did some, like I said, I did some prep. I didn't have a chance to fully start like fleshing out what I want to make. But let's show some of this release because today's the 5th of July. On the 5th of each month is the new waffle flower release, and every month. It's amazing. I love it. It's so good. There is a little freebie, like gift with purchase. I uploaded this right before we went live. This should hopefully work. There we go. So I talked about this in whenever. They started doing this. Is this the 3rd one now or the 4th? Someone will have to remind me. We had the gardening one, the underwater one. I think this is the 4th. Altenew or Waffle Flower is doing this cute little square stencil set. It coordinates with the little square Postage die set that they released some time ago. And then each month for a year, with each new release, they're doing a little, like, they do it as a freebie, but then you can order it because the freebie is only while supplies last. And then it explains, you know, $50 more from the release, you get the free little stencil set. And I have it linked below as well. And yeah, it's not limited edition, thankfully. Like, you can just purchase it whenever. And each month, there's a new one to like coordinate with each release. So yeah, there was the pansy, little underwater one. There's like 3 or 4 already. I still got to organize all this stuff. But I love that they all like coordinate and it's just cute. Like, look at this. It's cute. I love it. So we have that. And then the release stuff. This is not the whole release. I have a link to the release because there's a lot. There's a lot in it. There's kind of 2-ish main themes. There's the through the window, which that's what we're gonna work on today. There's a lot of baby themed products. I have them. I plan on making some baby cards. I just wasn't gonna do it for the live today. And those some coordinate with the Postage collage, of course. There's been a lot of requests for like baby themed stuff. So there's that release as well. And then there's other like basics and add-ons. Like, I can show some of this stuff. Again, I just put a link to the release. You know. So there's like the piercing sunburst texture. I love me a piercing, you know, background dye. And then there's an A7 size. Because, you know, and then there are other ones. Waffle Flower does like A2, A7, A6, which is slightly bigger than A2, mini slimline and slimline. They do that with like a lot of just their dyes as well as like the whole Postage collage fabulousness. So I love that. Lots of options. The other thing I was loving, A2 piercing elongated ovals. So I got the A2 and I have the A7. I think there's like slimline and couple other sizes I think as well. So those are just like your basics. And then there's like baby wafer dies. So the Postage collage baby icons. That one I forget the name of offhand. What one was that? Baby announcement. And they like play nicely together. And then there's like a sunburst stencil. I love how this one's for A2, A6, and A7. Like it just coordinates because love that. Love it. Postage collage baby stencil. This adorable stamp set. So cute. So cute. And then coordinating wafer dies. And then, like I said, there's a lot. There's a lot. It's yeah. I need a bigger container to keep all my waffle flour. Me too. I'm still working on organizing everything. Let alone I'm trying to like, I've been slowly corralling a lot of all the Postage collage products with waffle flour because there's a ton. There's a ton. I've had people asking because people that are kind of newer because Waffle Flower came out with the Postage collage, the OG, this one. This is the Postage collage die. This is the A2 size one. They came out with this. Has it been 3 years now? I think it's been 3 years. I forget, y'all. But they came out with this and then it just went from there. There are a million stamp sets coordinating stencil sets. Now there's all the other sizes, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like there's a lot. There's a lot. But also, if someone's watching this and they're new, you know, you haven't been around the block with us, Waffle does have a bunch of like free downloads on their site as well that list all the different, because there's a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot. And I love them. So I do have a playlist. That is actually what I forgot to link to, but I'll do that when the live is over. I have a playlist of videos I've done doing the like postage collage theme cards, because I don't know, I personally love it. The thing is, a lot of it you can do not postage theme. You don't have to do the like that wafer die I showed with the, like that postage edge. A vast majority of it, you don't need it to do like specific postage theme, because you can do things like just trimming it with a paper trimmer, or there's, which we're going to use to say this is the postage collage blocks wafer die. So this just cuts them into rectangles. So you could use that instead of the postage theme, because I've had people strongly opinionated. They really don't like it. And I was like, that's totally okay, but you can do what you want. Same with, there's the post collage blocks stencil set. Same idea. It just works. And then stamps and stencils and a million things. So that very ratchet explanation, hopefully that helps. The rest of this release, some of this we're using, some of this we're not. Like, speaking of stamp sets, like this is the Postage Collage City Sunset stamp set. So good. So good. And like all of these little silhouette sets, and there's a ton of them. Use them however you want. They don't have to be postage collage. It's just a silhouette stamp, you know? So really cute. Love it. We are not using that today. What we are using is the Postage Collage Windows die set. I was very excited about this. So I got the windows. There's all of these little accessories. This is 3 separate sets here, and I don't even have the names offhand because, you know, I'm super organized and I know what I'm doing. I've got, okay, this little bit is the Postage Collage window add-ons. So you got like curtains and lamps, you know, your little furniture to see. This one is the Postage Collage windowsill plants. This one, love it. And then this one's the Postage Collage swallow silhouettes. So I got those, and we're going to be using bits from all of them. And then there's the brick wall texture die, because I love me some piercing. So we're using that. And then there's a sentiment set, the little window sentiments. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. I don't know why this cardstock's here, but we actually are going to need some cardstock in a minute. And then these are not new. These are from previous releases. And I've got they're the Postage Collage. I have the dog and the cat silhouettes. Because I was like, oh, these would look really cute peeking through some of the windows. So, and there is also like stamp sets that work instead. So again, options. If you know me, you know I love options. That's what I like. So I think I should go. Oh, and then this is not like it looks like much. That's why I shared the graphic. This is the little like the square postage home stencil that you can get like the freebie. So it's just one stencil and it's all labeled, all the things to build that cute little scene. And then, yeah, it goes with the square postage die. But again, you could just trim with a paper trimmer, use a square wafer die. Does not have to be postage themed, you know? Okay. I think that was all the random yapping that I wanted to do. I think. I don't even know. You shush, sir.
You can always do more yapping.
Oh, that's all I do is yap, and we'll be yapping even more. I am... y'all, it's been just ridiculous. But I think this is gonna hopefully work, because what I did, like I said, I did some prep. we might be able to get 2 card, like, this is not like planned. I only planned like the background, and then I never had a chance to actually figure out like what all are we gonna lay out on here. So I think we're gonna do 2 cards, which I'm being a little bit ambitious today, even though because this live can't go super long because I have 5 million other things I need to get done today. Literally, y'all, there's a lot. There is a lot. So I still think though we can get 2 cards. So what I did was I took Neenah Desert Storm cardstock and I used that brick, wherever it already ran away from me. I don't even remember what it's called. Brick wall texture dye. So it pierced that detail and I love it. There's something about just brick anything, but I like how this is just different than your typical like brick stencil, etc., etc. So I have that from the Neenah Desert Storm cardstock. And then the windows, the collage window dies, I die cut from white cardstock. And I actually die cut them twice and glued them together. So I've got a little bit more like weight to them. And then we need like backgrounds for those to actually make them look like windows, which that I have not prepped. We're gonna, I don't know, figure that out as we go along. Because again, am I prepared? Not really. I thought I was. So we need some cardstock and technically I only need like one, but if I take, well, I'll keep it extra just as a backup just in case, but we just need some cardstock. Okay, so we're gonna do quick backgrounds to put, you know, in those little window frames. And I got a grip mat. There we go. It's nice because it's kind of broken up. Yeah, that's what I really like it. And yeah, like instead of it being like perfectly like consistent, the fact that it's like broken up is really fun. And then another really fun thing is that little Postage collage like windowsill plants set. I have die cut a bunch. We will get to that. But you can actually take like these little, they're like, it's supposed to be a little hanging plant, but you can actually take them and like tuck them in. You see, you know, you could have little vines and little bits. That's kind of fun, you know? So options. There's some little greeneries. So you can't go wrong with little greeneries. We'll come back to these backgrounds because we're going to zhuzh this up a bit. It's not going to stay like this, you know? Okay. So we're going to have that, and we'll come back to that. First, we need to do quick little backgrounds. I'm just going to use the blocks, Postage collage blocks stencil set. It doesn't need to be like perfect or anything. I just need some color. And because like these all fit, you know, you see what we're doing here. So actually I want to turn this. I don't think it's going to matter because I think I'm just going to slap. You know, we're not going to overthink it. We're just going to slap the color on. That's all we're doing. So I want to do, let's do like some salvage patina for a couple. Let's do salvage patina, saltwater taffy. I'm working with distress inks today, which have not done in a while. It would also help if I grab blending brushes, you know? Oh my goodness, y'all. Okay, I need one of these, one of these, one of these. Okay. We are gonna do some blending. It would also help if I grabbed one of these. Yep. All right, that'll help because then I can just do, I can do like 2 of each. That'll work. So we can just go like that. So we're gonna do salvage patina. Let me grab one of my blending brushes, like so. And we're just going to do a really quick, simple blend with this onto white cardstock. Like that. Just simple. So that was one. And then wipe off the stencil. Yep. And then I need another one. I need more of my little stencil guide layout thingers, whatever you want to call them. Stick one there. Stick one here. Okay. And then, there, masked off those ones. Let's do some milled lavender. Same thing, just wipe my brush off. We've had this conversation many times. Do I wash my blending brushes? Heck no. Who's got time? Who's got time for that, honestly? I don't. So yeah, just wipe it off on a cloth and we're good. All right, let's take the milled lavender and blend that on. Hello to everybody tuning in. Doodly doodly doo. Okay. It's another thing on my to-do list is I need to like organize and swatch all my distress inks and distress oxides as well. It's on the list. I'll get to it someday. Because, yeah. I haven't used milled lavender in forever. It's such a pretty color. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Okay. So there we go. So that was milled lavender. It's just so many colors, although that might not even be like super accurate. Where's a scrap? Oh, I guess when you're using blending brushes. No, that's pretty accurate. Love it. It's such a pretty color. Like, straight to the ink pad to the paper. That just gives you like a, yeah. I prefer blending brushes. Yep. Especially distress inks. That is a thing to keep in mind. Distress inks and oxides are their own category, in my opinion. When we have like all the different, because there's a lot now. We have a lot of options and brands and types and all the things. But all the other dye inks that I use, specifically like Simon Says Stamps, Positively Saturated, Altenews Fresh Dye inks, Concord and Ninths inks. Those are the three that I own. Yeah, those are the three that I own, that I work with, that I use, that I've purchased, etc. So I'm only speaking to those ones because that's what I have. There's several other brands that I'm sure work similar to those inks. Those inks smooth out. You hear me say that in a lot of videos. They smooth out. They dry back a bit. They blend. There's additives in those inks that do that. That's why they stamp so nicely. They blend, etc. Distress inks don't do that. The reason why is distress inks are like formulated for like techniques. You know, all the fun stuff. That's why they beat up so nicely and smushing and all the things. So you can get a smooth blend with them. It's just they don't do what those other inks do. You know, and that's why I consider distress inks and oxides just their own separate, unique category, because the formula for those is unique. I have never come across any inks that behave like these or like the oxides. So just, it's something to keep in mind depending on what you're doing and the tools. And it's like, aren't these like doing the same things as other dye inks? Different formulas. Hopefully that kind of makes sense. And yeah, like I use my distress inks more for techniques, but for things like this, it does work. And I know Waffle Flower does it a lot in their little like videos, and they use a lot, I think almost always, like work with just distress inks to blend and color things and etc. And yeah, you can do a ton with them. And do you need every single brand of inks? No. But do I? Yeah, because I like them. I can't help it. I can't help it. So You know, such things aren't swatched. I want to. I did get them labeled. And I labeled all 4 sides. All 4 sides. I did label my minis and my fulls. It took me a while. They're labeled though. So that is a huge win for me. But actual swatches, no. It's on the list. I will get there because I like having swatches. I refer to them all the time and it helps. Okay, we're using saltwater taffy. Another favorite. Such a pretty color. Okay, there we go. Add some more. Like that. And then do the same thing to this one. Like that. And again, it doesn't need to be perfect regardless because we're going to add all the other little bits and embellishments and splatter. You know what's coming. Okay. So, we got that. And then that. Oh, and yes, my sales page. I have it linked below the video. There's a few really, really good deals going on right now with our little crafty brands. And I've been trying to keep it updated and consistent. Some of the deals end, I think, tonight. Some end tonight. I think some are getting carried over to tomorrow. But that's on my little sales page. Worth checking out. It helps. Every little bit helps. We got that so far. So, yeah. I always forget to I always have that stuff linked, and it's it's on my website, which is also linked, and it's easily accessible, but it helps. Okay, so we've got that, and then we're just gonna die cut these with the Postage Collage blocks wafer die, like so. So I gotta die cut this little guy. So then we'll have all of our innards for the windows. Okay. And then let me. Okay, everything's working. Good. Using paper craft supplies and collecting paper craft supplies are 2 different hobbies, 100%. And swatching the supplies and stuff. That's also, I think, its own, And a lot of us identify with that. It is, The collections, the curations, all the things. Lovely, fabulous, all of it. Okay, so I've got my little blocks. And these go like... I just have to find this one will be this one, right? Right? Do I have the right one? Yes. No? Yes? I think. Are these, because they're all different sizes? I think these 2 are the same size. So, like that. So that'll be, inside all of our little windows. So we'll have that one. We'll have this one. And then we would have this one. So now you can start seeing, where all of this is going to start going. And then we've got this one like that. And then, this one will go there. And then we've got... Where did this guy supposed to go? He went with... I've, mixed something up here, and I'm not even sure which one. Why am I like this? I don't know. He goes with that one. Yeah. Where's that big guy? I think I messed one up. He goes there. Oh, maybe he goes with this one? Yeah, I think I messed up, you guys. Not like it's the end of the world. This one goes with... Where's his home? It's like, where do you belong? I think it's this one. There we go. This one goes with this piece. It would have helped if I had everything like laid out ahead of time. But do I do those things? No, of course I don't. Okay, that one goes with that one. This one goes with this one. There we go. And that one goes with that one. Now I've got it. So yeah, because I want like one of each color, just cuz. Okay, so we've got that. And then I'm going to be cutting these down a little bit just to, because this is A2 size right now. This is 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches. And we're going to cut it down a smidge because my card bases are also A2 sized. This is Simon's like sea glass cardstock because I was kind of planning on going basically just kind of like this. Just for something, you know? Something a little different. So we would have our little windows and then that, a sentiment, what have you. And yeah. Oh, you know, okay. So we have those. And then we need accessories, of course. And I did die cut a ton, so we're going to have to start figuring out just how many of them I actually need because I used both the Postage Collage Herbie Gerbs, the Windowsill plants and the window add-ons for all these little bits and pieces because, you know, of course we need a couple little hanging baskets for accessories. So we got a couple hanging baskets and then those little vines that I was showing earlier that I don't know why these things they're so ridiculously cute. And all of this I just die cut from the Neenah 80-pound cardstock because we can just add color with inks. And then we've got, like, I love, it's like this little triple plant pot, but then there's this because it layers together. Can't. Like, stop it. It's so cute. It's so cute. So we've got those. And of course those I also I die cut so much stuff. I was just having fun. So if we end up with extras, that's fine. I'll set them aside for other cards. And then we've got all these other little bits of greenery to play with. So we got all of those. We've got these. We've got these ones as well. Because really, who doesn't want a bunch of like fabulous houseplants? Okay, so we have those. And then we've got those. There's curtains. There's little curtains. Like, it's so good. It's so good. So there's little curtains. There's even like this style, which, yeah, I think we'll use one of those. Why not? It's like coming out the window. Oh, I've got some more little plant pots here. Because we need little plant pots to put all our little plants in. Got a couple of those. We have little fancy ones. Like I told you, I die cut a ton. Oh, and we have all these little tiny plant pots too. Got those. And then I love houseplant. My cat eats them or lays in them. Well, my live plants are fine, but when our one grand kitty is here, he doesn't touch the live plants. He chews on my fake ones. Like, it's a little stack of books, like a little robe. There's a little chair. You guys, I'm seriously like losing my mind. There's a little chair. There's a little light. All the things. It's ridiculous, and I love it. I love it so much. And then there's like this little light too. I die cut extras. So I think I have more than enough accessories. There's there's this little stand for the little plant pot. Stop it. Like, just stop it. It's all so good. Also, I'm turning the fan on. It's getting hot in here. That's funny.
It's getting a little warm. in
There
here.
we go. Okay. I have my little fan. There's also that little fan. You just have to plug them in.
Okay.
That one
Yeah,
is
but if I
aimed
do
at,
get warm, I'll
could
go.
be aimed at you. Okay. Your cat loves fake plants. See, what is, like, he'll be sitting in the corner because I have this, like, tall plant with these long fake leaves. And you'll just see him and he's just standing, like, not, like, gnawing on them. And it's like, dude, he also eats the dust bunnies because he likes to hide under the furniture because he hides from the kids because they're a lot to deal with. And yeah, he gets under there and like eats the dust bunnies too because he's just an odd little creature. Anywho, okay, we've got lots. We've got lots going on. I should have made sure my mat was like fully on screen here. Okay, so we got all our little pieces. And then I'm just going to use a bunch of distress inks to color these, and it won't take very long. Guess the fake ones taste nice. I would rather catch you on the fake ones. I don't think any of the plants we have. I don't think any of them are toxic because there are certain plants that are toxic to animals if they eat them, but I don't think any of the ones we have are. So we should hopefully be okay there. Anywho, okay. So of course, and I talk about this ad nauseum. When you got greenery and you have a variety of greenery, you need a variety of greens. You don't want them all the same shade because that would just not look good, So I've got a bunch of different greens because we'll just start slapping green on everything. And this will be quick. So let's start with like shabby shutters. Let's do that. Cool. Can even do it on part of this, can have that and that. So there's some shabby shutters. And then we can go into bundled sage. And like that. We can add some to there. Let's do that one with some bundled sage. And we will keep going. Let's do some mowed lawn. Got some mowed lawn. Like that. Doesn't need to be perfect. Again, perfection's overrated. Go to that. This one can be mowed lawn. Like that. Love it. Love it. Can do some crushed olive. Hanging pots. I know. Like, I don't know what it is about like mini things, like little mini things, but I'm here for it. I love it. I love it. And I much prefer doing something like this though. Like, it was so much easier to do all this die cutting. I just laid all the dies on my like cutting mat, just face up, and then laid a piece of cardstock, the white cardstock, on top, ran it through. And I did that a couple times. So I ended up with like a pile of die cuts versus sitting and getting like a bunch of pieces of green cardstock, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like, it would have taken me 10 times longer, to do that. And I don't have the patience. I really don't. So die cutting it from white and then adding some ink. Super easy. Now we got like Rustic Wilderness, which is also just such a good green. Love it. Love it. So we got that. Like that. I just want to add some to that too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because that's part of it too. You don't have to do them like just one color. You can take some and mix colors together, like Rustic Wilderness and Crushed Olive mixed together. Love it. Love it so much. Could even add some to here. Let's go crazy. All the things. Love it. Love it. What else do I want to do? Let's bring in some more mowed lawn. Let's mix some mowed lawn with the rustic wilderness, because I love that too. I like mixing my greens. It's fun. So do some mowed lawn on that, and then we can add a bit of the rustic wilderness. Fabulous. Fabulous. So we got those ones. We can go back and do like shabby shutters and crushed olive. Why not? So we'll do shabby shutters on that. And then we can take a little bit of the crushed olive, throw that on there. And there we go. All our greenery. It's all got bits of color on it. Like, simple, you know? Okay. So then we need to start doing all the other bits. And there's a lot. So let's do, I think that's the one I want to do a curtain on. Let's just do some scatter shot. Let's not overthink. Or at least attempt not to overthink. It's always easier said than done. We'll do a little bit of scattered straw on that one. Let's do scattered straw on these curtains. Like that. And that one. There we go. Got that. And then we can do scattered straw. Let's do salvage patina on that. So since I was using that bigger brush for it, we'll do that again. So we'll salvage patina on this curtain. Perfect. Lovely. Got that one. Actually, we'll use the scattered straw on this little chair too. Because again, I'm not even sure how much of this I'm going to use today, but meh. It's all super cute. Stick that on there. There we go. And then let's do some rusty hinge. Do that one. Let's go in with this one. So we'll take some rusty hinge on our little plant pots. You know, make it look a little terracotta. Love, 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 love. So much. So much. Very mid-century modern. Yeah, oh, don't get me started on mid-century modern. I love. It makes me sad now that where everything's at, like trying to get your hands on like real mid-century modern furniture nowadays is the prices are absolutely astronomical. Because yeah, I do love mid-century modern. There we go. So fun. Okay, we have those. And then what do we want to do? I should just grab, oh yeah, for this little guy, walnut stain. We'll do a little bit of walnut stain for this little plant stand. Like that. We'll also use it for these little plants too, or these little like planters. Just like that. We'll use one for that one. And then I'll just really lightly blend like that on those. We'll do the same thing on this little piece that's actually going to be held. Good enough. Good enough. Okay. And then we've just got these two like random sort of lamps going on here. I have no idea what color I want to do those in. Let's just use... This is why I should have planned things out ahead of time, y'all. Like, really. Let's do one in... That one hanging there. Let's do this one in the middle lavender. Everything will be just sort of matchy-matchy. It would have helped if I'd actually like planned some sort of like a proper color scheme. I was gonna, and then I ran out of time, and then I forgot what I was doing with my life. So, you know, it happens. So this is going to be very random. We'll even do the same thing with these little books. Half can be that color. The other half can be salvage patina. Here's that one. Yep, that works. We'll do the same thing with this little lamp. Okay. So there, we've got all of our little accessories. So now we just need to start putting things together. So, keep those out of the way because I will list the colors that I used on my blog post when all of this is said and done. Got that. And that one goes with that. That goes with that. We will clean all the rest of that up after. Okay. So, I also need another tray. Y'all, everything ran away from me. There's a tray. Still need a bigger boat. Okay.
Mid-century modern boat?
A mid-century modern boat? What's that going to be, just a piece of plywood floating in the water? That's about all.
It'll be like a really nice piece of plywood, like the one that, what's-her-face from the Titanic movie was floating on.
From Titanic?
Yeah.
That was a door, that was like a wall panel.
Well, it was still very mid-century modern.
That was before mid-century modern, you goober. Yeah.
Rose? Is that her name? Rose?
Yes, it was Rose.
What was the name of the panel?
The panel didn't I thought you were going to be like, what was the name of the dude? It's like, you know his name was Jack. All right. Oh, my goodness. I was upset. That movie had me in a chokehold. I was like, what, 15 when that movie came out? Like, was in theaters. Had me in a chokehold, man. Just. Yep. Okay. Just getting all my little pieces off of here. Mid-century modern show on Hulu with Nathan Lane. Oh, have not heard of it.
We don't have Hulu, so...
I think we get it. No, but anything Hulu's on, I think it's Disney Plus for us in Canada.
Yeah.
Something like that. I just, streaming's the new, is cable.
It sucks.
It's so annoying. And all of us, of course, great, because it's only a matter of time. We're getting to that point, because it happened with cable where we all cut the cable and we all just had a Netflix subscription, and now there's like 5 million streaming services and they're all playing us ads against our will, even though we've already paid extra not to, So I'm assuming we're at another like breaking point soon where everyone's gonna,
Start raising the Jolly Roger.
well, raise the Jolly Roger, but cut the cable basically. And then they're gonna have to pivot and do some other something, like streaming it directly into our eyeballs. I have no idea. There's too many. There's too many. And I don't have enough time. It's just such a big thing. Hulu is on Disney for Canadians. Because that's all part of it too now. It's like some streaming services are only available, and I'm just like, stop it. Like, yeah. Because the whole point too of cutting the cable was like, oh, it's so much cheaper just to have a streaming service. Now with the amount, like if you want to have like the ultimate package, you're paying just as much, if not more, than we were paying for cable. It's annoying. It's annoying. Okay, I'm done ranting about that. Just shake my fist at the sky. Okay. So anyway, all right, we've got all our little bits. I've got my little windows. I've got my little like walls, and we will have to figure out how I want to like assemble all the things. But before we fully get to that, I want to embellish our little walls and everything. Hulu, Disney, and HBO, our package, Disney, but Hulu. Yeah, that's all part. Like, the conglomerates are going to conglomerate, and everything is owned by like 3 people. Don't even get me started on that. Like, eat the rich. Anyway, we need to enhance this. And to do that, I want to take, let's take some vintage photo, and we're gonna we're gonna blend a bit of vintage photo onto this to give it some little extra color, like that, like that. I'm not aiming for any sort of even blend. I am not worried about this side because this side's going to get cut off when we get to it. I just don't want to cut it yet. It just sort of method to the madness. I don't know, y'all. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. Anyway, so we'll do that. And then, they just keep getting smarter. Yeah, I know, right? At least I misread your statement. It was like no flavoring, like compost them instead. And I was like, what are we talking about? The rich have no flavor. Truth. You know? I wouldn't even want to compost them. I think that would poison the compost, you know? But the French have a point. They have historically have had ways. Vive la France. That's it. That's all we're getting into. Anyway, okay. We got that to start. There's more ways. I just need to like move other things out of the way so that I'm not completely losing my mind, even though my mind is long gone. I think we all know that. Okay. So then this one, I don't think it matters what direction all of this goes. Does it really matter? I don't think so. I don't think it matters. We'll do it that way. Who cares? Who cares? It's paper. So we'll add. What's annoying is that all the DVD movies one bought before TVs got better. Now trying to watch one on a big TV makes them seem grainy and a touch out of focus. I mean, true, but at the same time, I think we've had combos about this. I've had many combos about this. I think we've had combos about this in a live stream. Like physical media, 100%. Like we are going back to that. We are starting to get more like actual DVDs. I am so done. Like I've never like purchased. I think we've purchased one movie online, and that was during the pandemic.
We purchased like that Mad Max movie.
Maybe. I think, but we bought it because it was something we really wanted to watch, and it was still cheaper than and we couldn't go to the theater, something like that. But like, I don't purchase, especially things like movies and stuff. Like that was announced just the other day, how like the PlayStation Store is deleting hundreds of, because they don't no longer have the rights to them. Yeah, like I get that, and I get that, but it's like I don't understand how they justify something you've purchased. Like if I've bought a movie, don't care if it's from, like I bought it, it's mine. You have, like, they shouldn't be allowed to just delete it. You know what I mean? It makes me so angry. So yeah, I'm slowly starting to get like physical DVDs again, because I was like, same with books. That's been an issue too. Mm-hmm. Like people owning digital books and things getting deleted, you know, by the
like
services.
Amazon, like, some of their older Kindles.
Oh yeah, all that kind of stuff. It's frustrating. It's so frustrating. So,
like, why?
Yeah. Oh yeah, no longer supporting older products, all that kind of stuff. Like,
obsolescence is a terrible thing.
It's infuriating. So anyway, it is what it is. But I will look up that this whole thing. I will look up that little mid-century modern show. I probably would like it. So we've got this so far. And then another thing I want to do is add like little dots. And I'm knocking things over. It is hot in here. It's hot in here. This is annoying. There we go. Let me move that out of the way. Okay, I prefer physical. So yeah, me too. Okay, so then to add some dots, I'm just going to use my OLO markers. A lot of people asking me about these. I put the link in. It's in the description box below the video. It's also on my sales page. OLO is releasing fine nibs. I've been waiting. They're doing it as almost like a Kickstarter sort of dealio, like a pre-sale. Okay, all the info is in the link, the fine nib link below in the supplies, and then again, it's on my sales page, and it explains everything in the link. OLO's got it explained, and when they hit the goal to get enough pre-orders, then they'll go into production, because this is like 256 million. It's a lot. But when I get my fine nibs, I will be able to connect them and have a normal size marker. And I will be very happy. But I'm still happy using them just like this. And this doesn't need to be, you could use any markers for this. I've been back on an OLO kick, and I have also been just really enjoying them. So I've got like RG5, and all we're going to literally just dots. Just all over the place. And with any sort of marker like this that has like a brush nib on it, you can just vary the pressure. So the more you press, the bigger the dot. If you just very lightly, so like press, large dot, barely touch, little dot, So varying that pressure creates visual interest. And we definitely want that. You don't want it everything all one size. That's not pleasing to the eye. So I'm just going to keep going through and just random little dots, no rhyme or reason. And we'll do a few different colors. That's why I pulled several, because again, variety. Yep. And then we'll just keep repeating. I've been waiting for them fine nibs, because specifically for me with alcohol markers, I don't work with chisel nibs at all. Like it's just not. I don't use them. I'll use a chisel nib. Literally, I've used my chisel nibs on like my Copics and whatnot twice maybe in 20 years. Like I don't use them. And then when OLO's like came on the market, and the fact that you could buy just these or just the chisel or have one on each end, but you'd pay twice as much. I was like, no, thank you. I didn't want chisel nibs, because I'm not going to use them. So why would I buy them? So I didn't. And I've been using my OLOs like this for the last couple years, however long it's been since I got them. And it's fine. But because I'd heard rumors that OLO was going to do down the road, was going to do fine nibs. And I've been waiting. And between I think that like the testing and prototypes and like delays, because when the world shut down, it caused a good amount of chaos and confusion. So yeah, I think it's a little later than was originally planned, but they've got everything set up. They're doing those pre-orders. I've got the link for anyone that's interested, and I am excited, because yeah, I would get more use out of a fine nib than I would from a chisel nib, because that's just not my jam. See, so all these little dots, and how it's just like adding. Chisels are so clunky. They kind of are, but I will say, do I even have one to show?
A chisel?
an OLO chisel. I have one. I don't know where it is. I'm just trying to think of where I would have put it. Because I actually have one, just one. Because when I had gone to an event a few years ago, there was an OLO marker, a brush nib, and a chisel nib. Was like part of like the little swag bag, which was fun. So I have it here somewhere. I've never used it because I just don't care for them. But I will say, if you're familiar with Copic chisel nibs, the OLO ones are different. Like, I would almost say in a way they're a little nicer. They're not as Copic chisel nibs are scratchy, if that makes sense. Like, it's just the material it's made out of. OLOs aren't. They are different. But again, I'm not trying to convince anyone because I genuinely don't work with chisel nibs. But yeah. Anyway, as I'm like yapping, I'm just going around adding all kinds of little dots in all these different colors. It just gives it that extra something. So yeah. Like that. Yeah. Okay. Chisel nibs are nice for things like backgrounds, that kind of stuff. But again, you can also just do that. That's what I do. The rare times I do want to color in, like, or if I want to color in like a piece, I just use the brush. Like, but yeah, they have their place because certain artists, just the way they color, like there's some that use the chisel nibs and they use them heavily and create fabulous things. Me, that's not how I roll. So yeah, I'm very excited for the fine nibs. I will be having to readjust to like coloring with these once I do get them. It says in the link when they plan. It's like spring of 2027 or something when production and like starting to ship out. But that could also potentially maybe even be bumped up depending on how fast they fill the amount needed with the pre-orders, you know? Just all over the place. All these little random dots. Because it just adds. Okay. And then, I've got the link. The fine nib info is the link to it's in the supplies. I put it in there because I knew I would probably get asked about it. Because, yeah, when it was announced, I had people messaging me and they're like, "Did you see?" And I was like, "Oh my god, I was so excited." So, yeah. But yeah. And I also have a playlist. If I remember, I'll put it for those watching on like the replay. I do have a playlist on my YouTube channel that is all the videos I've done coloring with or using OLO markers. Because there's quite a few. I forget how many videos I've done. It's a few dozen, I think. And there will be more. And I've been using them a lot lately. Like I just posted a video yesterday, I think. Did that go up yesterday? I think it was yesterday. And I was coloring with OLO markers. I've done several recently. Let's keep adding all our little random dots. Just gives everything a little extra something. Because why not? You know? There we go. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay. So those are little dotty bits. So we've got that. And then for our actual like windows, I'm gonna need to put these on. Yeah, we'll put these onto the card base. We're gonna put it on the card base. Yeah, method to the madness. So my cards are top folding A2 note cards, so 4 1/4, 5.5 inches. And what I want to do is put them like that roughly. And we will pop this up with a little bit of Big Mama foam tape. So if I want my little building, there's a little like thinger there. If I want my building like this, basically, I can just go like that, take a pencil, and just trace. And that way I can see where I need to apply my foam tape, so it's not going past the edge of the card, so then it's less to cut through, because I really hate cutting through layers of like foam tape and cardstock and all the things. So the same thing with the second one. We'll just go derp like that, and then we can put some Big Mama foam tape on the back of these panels. Where's the end of it? There it is. So I'm going to stick foam tape like that. And then we'll stick one right there. There we go. And if I had been more prepared, I would have had this. Like done ahead of time. I need a bigger boat. I need more hours in the day. It'd be great if
some of those hours for sleeping.
Yeah, that would be nice too. I haven't been sleeping a whole lot lately. Sleep's important though. But yeah. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. So, there's that. So one panel's got its foam tape on there, and then we repeat on the second one like that. So get that. Get that up. So I'm not going past my little pencil lines. Oop, made that a little too long. Before I press it down, trim off that little bit. There we go. Crisis averted. Those bits. That one. And then just a couple more, like that. You demonstrate those 3-in-1 markers? You mean the Spectrum Noir? If you mean the Spectrum Noir tri-blends, yes, I have many videos using those. I'm pretty sure those have an entire playlist on my channel as well. Yeah, I'm at what? I think I have over 3,000 videos on my YouTube channel at this point. There's a lot. There's a lot. Okay, so 30. Yeah, well, public videos though, because there's quite a few videos that are just for my like Patreon members, but close to 3,000 public videos. There's a lot. But then I've been doing this on YouTube. I've been doing this for nearly 20 years now. But yeah, been making cards for over 20 years. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay. So, we've got the foam tape off. And the whole plan here was to stick this. I guess I can just like flip this over if I really wanted to. And just kind of line it up like this. Upside down. Like that. So then we just got to cut off the little bit Your channel's almost old enough to drink. In Canada it is. It's old enough. Trust me, my channel's probably a drunk at this point. It's been around for a long time. There's a crazy amount of content on here. I put out a crazy amount of content. This is my full-time job. There, we got a little building. We got a little building. Look at it. It's amazing. I lost my other card base. What the heck? There it is. Okay, we're good. Oh my goodness, y'all. Okay. So, there we go. Let's get the backing off the foam tape. Can't remember what's got the working. Oh yeah, yeah. No, the Spectrum Noir tri-blends, like they're decent little markers, especially for the price. I don't use them anymore. I gifted them to one of my kids. Only reason is I needed to kind of trim the fat with the amount of alcohol markers I own. So, yeah. Spectrum Noir's got the cut, but I have fun with them. I did a bunch of videos, zero regrets getting them, and my kid loves playing with them and coloring with them. And yeah, it was when I think it was when I finally was able to get the OLO markers, and I was like, okay, I do not need. Like, I still have my Copics. I love my Copics, but mine, I have a lot of, the majority of my Copics I've had for many, many years before they, like, changed, and they're not as good quality as they used to be, which really, really, really sucks. Because Copics used to be just the gold standard, absolute best, and then things changed many years ago, and yeah, it sucks. They're great markers, or they were great markers. Now they've been plagued with issues. So anyway, OLOs, amazing. So I've got OLOs, my Copics, and then my Altenew alcohol markers, because I love those ones too. Okay, so I've got like my little card fronts, and then I've got my little windows, and then I've got that, and we've got like, how do I want to do these? I gotta figure out where I want to put everything. Oh, I think I want to put that one with this one. Yeah, that makes more sense. I don't like the Spectrum Noir. They're okay-ish. They're always a bit on the dry side. Takes more work to blend. They're a little. Yeah, the Spectrum Noirs, though, I liked them because for the price and the fact that there was like 3 shades in one marker, I really loved that. But yeah, not for everybody. I always had a peeve with some of them that the 3 shades in the one marker were not as cohesive as they should have been, and I would get really annoyed with that. But for convenience and all the things, I very much enjoyed them. But then again, I've been coloring with alcohol markers again for about 20 years now. I forget when I first started coloring with alcohol markers, but it's been at least close to 2 decades. So yeah, like I quite enjoy it. Okay, so I got my windows. Got our little windows. Now we need to build our little scenes for said windows. So like this one. We'll do, and I'm just laying this stuff on top. Like, that's not how it's going to go. Because I will be trimming off little bits, underneath and all the things. But we just need to, like, kind of get a few things placed so that I know what I'm doing, sort of, maybe. Oh, I wanted to use this one. I don't know why I loved this so much. Like, how cute is that? Stop it. So then we'll have that. And then, of course, we've got like all our different little like light fixtures and things. So we could do one like there. We could do one over here. And then we're going to have all our different little like plant pots. It's going to be so cute. Okay. This is going to work. So what we're going to need to do is take things like this, and then we would put like the curtains on here like that, because you know they're going to go behind the windowsill, like the window frame. So I think for ones like this, it would actually just be easier to just glue it directly to the window frame. If you wanted to get a little extra, you could also like stack more layers, put a piece of acetate in between, and then like, you know, to give it that shininess to make it look like an actual window. I'm going to get glue everywhere. It's hard to talk and glue at the same time. Let's just get that into place. There we go. It's gonna be fun. Okay. Prismacolor alcohol markers, also very nice. No real. Yeah, the Prismacolor, actually those might have been the very first ones I ever used. Way back. Almost 20 years ago. I had a couple little sets of the Prismacolor ones, and even back then, I was annoyed with the limited color selection, and I didn't like, and they might have changed since then because it's been 20 years since I've used them. But I remember back then, I did not like the nibs that they had on theirs. I remember when I first got, because it was after that I got some Copics, and I was just like, you know, they're amazing. And yeah, everyone's got their preferences, and now we have lots of options. Like, so many options. There we go. Look at the little curtains. It's so cute. Oh my goodness. I've got like hair. Okay. So then you can start seeing how. Okay. This one we will do, because I die cut. I use the cat silhouettes and I die cut. Get over here. Some of these to have in these windows, you know? So we'll probably maybe have him sort of peeking up like this. He's gonna be so cute. And then there needs to be a little, we do a little hanging basket on that one. This one is gonna get these little, and yes, the curtains out of vellum. Trust me, I thought about it. The curtains would also look really cute. Pattern paper. Die cut them from pattern. Oh, you guys. Same with the backgrounds. You could just die cut pattern paper, you know, for like wallpaper. So many things you can do. So many options. I've been losing my mind over this release. I lose my mind over every release, let's be honest. But when I was just like, oh, and I just refused to do it for the live, like start diving through my pattern paper because I don't have time. But yeah, I was like, oh, little pattern paper curtains and like backgrounds. You could sit and play all day and create little scenes. Ridiculous. Adorable. You know, can't not love it so very much. And then, yeah, I love this one because he's literally, you know, knocking something over as cats do because they're menaces and we love them. So we have that one. We can have like some little like books sitting there. We'll have a little plant pot behind it, maybe. No, the books will go there. That one will have a plant pot. Amy's going to overthink absolutely everything because that's just what she does. Because then we'll have like that and that. It's coming together. Are y'all seeing it? Are you seeing all the randomness? And we'll have like that one Like that. Because, you know, he's just contemplating getting up there and knocking it over. Because that's what they do. That's what they do. Like, okay. So we've got all those. Yep. Yep. Oh, and we need a plant in that one. And then that one will have puppy dogs. So we'll get to it. Let's build. And we'll probably put like one of these on the inside. My cat's an absolute chaos mob. But some cats are. Like some cats are just absolutely psychotic and I love it. And some cats are just chill. Some, you know, they're all over the place. We've got our couple little grand cats, and then we have another. We have one that's not ours, it's a neighbor's cat. And he's a little bit of a menace. And we love him. So yeah. Some nights when Chris and I are outside, he'll come over and hang out with us and just...
He'll chill for a while.
He'll chill with us. He likes to sit on our front, especially when I'm working late at night. He'll be sitting on our front step. And because he gives him a little more of a vantage point. And I finally figured out, because sometimes he's really twitchy at night. And it was just like, what, you know. And then we discovered, because the local rabbits that still come around, saw them again last night. So I'm like, he chases them. Like, because I literally caught him in the act the one day because he was being just twitchy. And I was like, what are you doing? And then, yeah, a rabbit like was running by and he was gone. And I was like, yeah. So they're interesting little creatures, to say the least. Oh, look at this. Okay. I think I love about cats. They live life on their own terms, 100%. And we don't own them; they own us. Like they own everything. Even the neighbor's cat. It's just like he owns the place. We know it. He knows it. We know it. He curls up on the hood of our vehicles every time, like we come back from anything. He immediately will hop up and curl up on the hood of our vehicle because it's warm. And then once the, you know, engine heat dissipates, he's gone. Okay, so we've got that. And then we just want to make sure we've got like our little dude. I'm going to add little highlights to these too, just to enhance them with my white gel pen. Because that'll work too. So we can go like this. Like that. Yeah, we won't need much. Ooh. So we got that, and I can even, once I got started, I can't stop. So we can add a few random little highlights to these as well. Like that. All these little itty bitty things. I love it. It's got those little bits. Stick a little bit on here while we're at it before I started hearing things. Okay, so we've got that one. And then we can start gluing things down. So he's going to go like that. Just want to make sure. Yep. So he's going to go like that. Because then that's going to go right there. Yep. So then we'll trim off the little bits hanging off the edge. So we have that. And then we'll have that. And then I need to tuck in we're going to put that like right in front. Oh, I like it like that. I like it like that. So we are going to take a little bit of glue here. Like that. And then I'm going to stick that so it's sitting on that little windowsill. Like that. Get right there. Okay, so got that one. That's gonna be so cute. And then we'll put that one right next to it. Okay. It's working. So we're gonna do. This will go around like so. And some glue. And then this one gets actually, oh, why did I put glue right there? It's not even going to work like that. We gotta put glue like that, Amy. Pay attention. The frame goes around the edges. Okay. I'll have it like this. Like that. And then this is going to go. Yeah, I'm having way too much fun with this. So we'll put some glue on the back of this. And then we'll just get this committed to our card front. So he's going to go right there. Get where you... There we go. Seriously. Stop it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So now we're going to take this little guy and he's going to go right there. Like that. Boop. Then we'll stick him right. Boop, 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 boop. Get in your home. There we go. There we go. How freaking adorable is that? Seriously. Seriously. So got that one. We'll put that one over here. So we gotta attach our little hanging basket. Like this. So we have our little hanging basket. Like that. And then our greenery bits, which will kind of, yes. This is like kind of, I guess, Polly Pocket style. I never had a Polly Pocket, ever. In fact, the first Polly Pocket I ever got was as a fully grown adult. Like 2 years ago. Is that when I got it? That Friends one. I don't even know where that thing is. It's on display around here somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
But, oh, get in your little home. Y'all, I'm having trouble here. These pieces are little and it's hard to film and talk and fiddle at the same time. That's why I just need to hold it right there. Get there. There we go. I was having some serious difficulties there. It also doesn't help that I'm sweating, y'all. I am sweating. It is hot in here. I'm going to turn that fan up. I lost the... Maybe I'm not. Where did the remote go for my fan? There it is. There it is. We're good. We're good. I am melting down. There we go. That's going to help. Okay. We've got our one little bit. Let's get another little bit. But yeah, like almost like little Polly Pocket, those sorts of things. That's what this kind of makes me think of. And it's so ridiculously cute. Okay. Actually, what I should have done was attach these before, like attach these to the that's what I should have done, was attach these to the hanging basket before gluing it down. But what I can do is use the tweezer to lift up that edge. And then I can just... Oh yeah, there we go. I did it. I did it. We're good. That's adorable. Worth the little bit of hassle. So then There's my little plant pot. You can see that. It's going to go behind our little... Oh, stop it. It's so cute. It's so cute. Okay. Let's glue this guy. Yep. Yep. We're going to glue this guy onto the background here. I'm just going to hold this in place for a second so I can see where he needs to go. He's going to go like right there, like that. And then, boop. And then we can add our the little plant pot just right there. Just like that. Love it. Those I'm gonna stick. We could still tuck them right there. Yeah, they got books and plants. These people have taste, you know? Okay. So we will pop that right like that. And then this one is going to go over there. Oh, we'll trim off the little bits hanging off the edges. So those will be on the inside, you know. So then we can glue this guy down. Boop. Like that. There we go. So that's window 2. I was getting ambitious thinking I could get 2 of these done for one live, y'all. There we go. So we got this one like this. And then I just gotta hold this for a sec because I am adhering over like quite a bit of dimension, of course. Let's go like this. Oof. Yeah, okay. I'm only gonna be doing one. The second one, because we're doing like the same thing, but the second one's gonna get the puppy dogs because we got like I die cut from the dog silhouette set, so I'll be putting puppy dogs, but I'll be finishing this one off camera because I literally have things I need to get done today. I have a bunch of deadlines and work and so many things, but we'll get to it. Okay, so then this one we're gonna take. First off, I already lost my, there it is. I was like, I lost my wedge gel pen. We're gonna add a few little highlights to this too, since I did it on the other one. Like that. Nothing too crazy. Just a few here and there. Like that. Good enough. Good enough. And then this one, we will do, there we are, little tweezers. If the one doesn't get his way, he knocks stuff over. Some dogs are just literally dogs and cats and their personalities. They all amuse me. They all amuse me. Okay. So we'll have a light right there. Just like that. And then we've got our little plant pots that'll be kind of sitting on the windowsill, and then him coming along to knock them over. Because you know he's gonna. That's just what they do. So we'll have, kind of draw a little line basically for where his other ear would be. And then just a couple little highlights. Nothing too crazy because that's going to be, we're only going to see like, you know, a part of him. Stick a little bit there. And then while I've got this here, go like that. Add a few little bits. Oh, and I don't want to forget our plants in peril. You know, because after everyone moves on, they're on the floor. There we go. There we go. Okay. And yes, I will give this, like, when he draws the winner, I'll have him draw 2. One person will get this card, another person will get that one. Because why not? Like, I've got everything ready. I just won't be able to do this all during today's live because I'm too many things. Too many things. Oh my god, give me one second. Give me a second. I got wet glue. There we go. Thank you, Moira. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Okay. Let's add the menace. Like, we all know it. Let's get him like right in there. Like that. I do not know why this amuses me as much as it does, but it does. There we go. So then we got that. It's just perfection, y'all. It is just perfection. Okay. Dirt, dirt, dirt. Okay. There we go. Stick those right about there. So that one will be like that. Good times. Okay. So we have this one, which we'll put right about there, like that. And then we'll put the frame over it, just like this. Get in there. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. And yeah, normally I would just keep going, you know, and finish both cards, and this could be a 4-hour live. You know, we like our lives being long. Normally I would, but okay, I got a lot to deal with right now. So let's pull that down just a smidge. There we go. So I can, thankfully everyone got the, you know, it's all I'm going to be doing is this same, what I'm doing here, just assembling. But then I will do like the photos when I get the blog post up, which will also be at whatever point. Sometime tonight, because when I get this posted, that's another thing too. For those that follow me on Instagram, because I will for sure have the photo for this one up. Because when the photo for this goes on my Instagram, there will be another giveaway attached to that. Waffle Flower lets me give away a gift certificate, but that will be on my Instagram because that's how we've been doing it for I don't even know how long now. Because yeah, it's just a fun little extra thing that we get to do. So we've got that. So this one I will be finishing with the like some little puppers and things. So I'll get him done, and then we will like I'll put the photos like on my blog and all of that. But we have this. It's not fully done yet though. What I want to do is put, because I was planning on maybe having, see? Yes. Yes, this was what I wanted. to do is have some of these swallows like flying, you know, around the outside as well. I thought that would be really cute. And then, of course, we're going to add some splatter sentiments. I have a couple things I'm going to put on the inside. I don't want to have these in place when I do the splatter. Let's do the splatter first, and then I'll get to all the other bits. All the other bits. Okay, so we're going to add responsibilities and a rug. Yeah, I got responsibilities. Y'all, some days it's just too much, but thankfully all this is like super fun. All right, we need to add a splatter because that's what I like. And yeah, I could do my rant, but I'm just not gonna today because it just is what it is. White gouache, almost out. I got white gouache. We'll add a little bit of black splatter. I guess I'll do my little rant. If you don't like splatter, you don't have to do it. You know? Novel concept. I've got a few that like to make sure they inform me in the comments how they don't like, you know, I liked it till you added the splatter. I don't like, you know, except for the splatter. The cartoon, it's like, y'all can just, those that choose, and I'm sure none of them watch my lives. Like, yeah, we don't all have to like the same things, you know? It would be actually boring if we all like the same things. Why people choose to get very pressed about splatter is honestly kind of beyond me. Because yeah, if you don't like it, don't do it. That's it. So, added water to it to thin it out a bit. And then we're just going to add, and I'm tapping my brush pretty lightly because it's like full, you know, and I don't want a ton. And by a ton, I mean, like, I don't want like big, huge splotches of it everywhere. Do I want an actual ton of splatter? Of course I do. I love it. I personally love it. It makes me happy. Doop, doop. I'll even add a little there because I can. See? Doop, 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 doop. There we go. I love it. Like that. Yes. Like. Okay. So then, yes, my white splatter, nearly empty. I do have a backup. No worries. That's definitely a product where as soon as it started getting close, I was like, oh, I need to have another one so that I don't run out. Even though I have, you know, how many products I can do splatter with and that I switch between all the time because it is what it is. The black, not quite. I've used up a good more than half this tube though, but I don't add as much black splatter as I do white. Black I try to be a little lighter handed with because it can be very overpowering. And I like to tap off some of that excess because I don't want as much of the black. I just want like a very demure amount. Very demure, very mindful. There we go. There we go. I think that's good. Yep, we're good. Okay. So we got that. In the same category. Those who complain about your splatter in the same category as people complain about how you use your OLOs. Thankfully, people don't really complain about how I like use the OLOs, like my little stublets, like I like to call them. It just confuses people, and I get that because it does look weird when they're not familiar, and I'm sitting here, you know, and I'm just like doot, 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 with these little. So that's why I like yammer on about it in my videos, explaining why I'm doing what I'm doing because it's a weird thing and it looks weird, but there's a method to the madness, as always. Okay, I can set it aside because I'll be using that on the next card when we finish off camera. So, we've got our splattery bits. And then, LOL. I don't go to the art museum and file a complaint about paintings I don't like. I just walk to the next guy. I know. It's just this weird thing. And it's not just splatter, where people feel the need to be heard in comment sections. I've received some of the most out-of-pocket, bizarre comments from people and just like telling what they don't like. And I'm just like, cool. Okay.
Kristen's wife worked at the Mendel Art Gallery for a couple of years, and they did receive complaints about people not liking the art.
Oh, yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, and Chris was just saying, like, one of his friends, their wife used to work at the art gallery in the city, and they did, and every art gallery would get complaints. They would, because doesn't matter if you art.
It's a very personal subject.
It's personal. It is subjective. It's political. Sometimes it's religious. Like, art covers everything, and it evokes a different feel from everyone, and sometimes very strong feelings. And people get opinionated about art. Like, there are times where there'll be some exhibit and people are just losing their minds over whatever it is, and it's like, okay, cool. If it doesn't speak to you, don't go, or like find the type that does, like the style you like or the artist you like or whatever, and then do it. The same applies to card making, But anyway, let's add. We want some swallows to just be sort of flying around here. I just thought that would be cute. Okay. But yeah, I just find it interesting, specifically on like my YouTube channel, and people just feeling the need to word vomit. And my biggest thing is, are you entitled to your opinion? 100%. Totally. Do you need to be rude and nasty to me in my comment section? No, because I was like,
you're not entitled to make your opinion known.
well, and if you want to make your opinion known, start your own channel and do that. I don't have to platform, So quite often I delete the real chaos, when people are just being ridiculous. But yeah, it just is what it is. And it doesn't help that my personality and my bluntness seems to get under some people's skin, and then they just, like to be petty. But let's do that. So we've got like just some birds flying around, and he's just like, he's going to harass that cat. Okay. Well, to be honest, the Mona Lisa could have smiled more. Truth. Yeah. That is always, of course, part of it too. There's always the ones who think they're critics, and it's just like, let's see what you've done. Like, and again, I've had that a lot, and I'm just like, and at times I've even replied that to people when they feel the need to rip apart whatever I've made, and I'm just like, it's just a card, like, chill. But it's like, cool. I looks like you don't have any video. Like, I would like to see your, obviously much better cards than mine. Like, show me. Because, yeah, people are weird. But anyway, we got that. It's fun. And then what I did is I took sentiments. Thankfully, I did this ahead of time. I stamped the sentiments from the little, whatever it's called, Window Sentiments. Mind-blowing. Window Sentiments stamp set. I stamped them onto white cardstock with Nocturne ink, and then I used the coordinating wafer dies. And I don't think I could even, I don't know if it'll show up in here, but Waffle Flower started doing this quite some time, like years ago, I think, when there's things, when they have stamp sets that have numbers on them, so like each of these sentiments are numbered. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the stamp set's all numbered. On the backs of all the wafer dies, focus, they have numbers etched into the backs. So, especially some of the bigger sentiment sets, it's so nice to just like, oh, that's sentiment 1 die, you know? So I love that. I love that a lot. So I stamp them, I die cut them, and then I die cut extra layers, you know, to build dimension. Because I was going to do, I thought we would put like just a little hello, and then we could even do like that. Just have 2 sentiments. Why not? You know, maybe I'll stick that one there. Because that one just, there we go. There we go. Okay. So, can you imagine walking into the Sistine Chapel and filing a complaint? Oh, I'm sure people have. Literally, my favorite is some of the national parks over the years. Because, like, you know, almost everyone and everything, even like national park, you know, has like a social media account. And they'll post like complaint or like Yelp reviews or whatever, you know, when people like 2 stars at like Yosemite or whatever. And it's like, and then like they'll post them and it's so ridiculous and it's funny, honestly. Sad in a sense, because I was like, what kind of people? Like,
Somebody get charged by a buffalo at Yellowstone, though.
oh yeah, no, I like that kind of stuff. And I'm sure they left a 1-star review. Like, the buffalo was very aggressive. It's like, you know? Oh, yeah. We've had those conversations on some of my live streams. Just the stupidity of people. But yeah, I get a kick though when places like that will post, like, screenshot and post all the different like bad reviews and just how utterly dumb they are. It's like, yep. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna stick that one there like that.
Just once, I want a 5 out of 5 experience for being eaten by a bear.
I could just picture you running away from the bear, being like, "You're only getting 2 stars on Yelp." Oh my goodness. Anyway, okay, so we got a sentiment. We've got a sentiment. But yeah, people, y'all. A lot of human beings are just a little bit nuts. And not in a good way, but thankfully, the vast majority is back to card making. And I've said this many, many times, and I still firmly believe it. The vast majority of card makers are pretty decent and pretty awesome. Especially my audience. Because you guys know. And if you guys are able to put up with my chaos, yeah, I think we're good. It's every once in a while, I think someone just stumbles into my content and they're just like, nope. And that's fine too. Okay. Here we go. There we go. Okay. Kind of missed a lot of the tattoo conversation. That's not like people getting so pressed over other people's tattoos. And it's like, if you don't like them, cool. Don't get one. You know? People who get them, and again, I've got several. We get them because we like them. You know? I want it on me. I'm not getting it for anyone else. It has nothing to do with anyone else. It is me, my choice. And yeah. It's like, there's all kinds of tattoos out there that I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm not a fan of. But I'm not going to tell her. I was like, I just wouldn't get that on myself. You know? So, yeah. People get very, very crazy about things that don't affect them, you know? So, anywho. Okay, so we got that. And then I gotta get out of, yeah, perfect. Ha. So then, just make sure that the splatter is actually dry. I was playing a little fast and loose there. Okay, so then to finish off the inside of our card, because I didn't forget, I've got a sentiment, and then I cut another, so that, because of course he would be. Of course he would be. He would be sitting on top of this. That is what he would be doing, because he is a cat. So, we're gonna, we're gonna glue this one onto the inside. And then, also I love this sentiment. I will probably be using this one a lot, because how perfect is that? So we got that. Get. Yeah. Okay. And then while I'm hearing this, you can choose 2 winners.
2 winners.
Because I will finish the second card off screen. And then the photos will go up later. Later. I gotta. Too many things. Too many things. There we go. Got him. Oh yeah, let's. We'll push him right over there, because of course his tail will cover up a little bit of the sentiment, because again, he's a cat. He don't care. Cats are basically honey badgers. You know, and honey badgers, they don't give a shit. So fun. So we got that. And then I still got one left of this little kitty cat, and I kind of want to pop him. I could almost like pop him on top, but that's not going to really work. Let's stick him on the inside as well. He'll just be hanging out over here because, you know, he's just cute. So we will just glue that one right there. And then, yeah, off camera, I will put together the second card with the puppy dogs and all the same things, really. It'll just have a little different layout. We'll put some little pupper dogs and all that. And yeah, and then I will be mailing them out to the winners. Maybe this week. I actually might leave my house this week. We'll see. I need to get through the next few days because y'all, the literal chaos. Okay, let me get to there. So there is the card for the live using some of the new Waffle Flower release, plus the kitty cats being oldie but goodie favorites. So we got all our little scenes and all the colors just from those distress inks, which so fun. You can't go wrong with really simple ink blending. And yeah, this was so fun. It's so cute, you know? So cute. They need to make a box add-on set for the cats. Ooh, email them. Email Waffle Flower and tell them that. That actually would be really cute. That would be really cute. Email them. They listen to like customer feedback and stuff. And yeah, if there's like enough demand, I totally like some little boxes and have the cats sitting in them. I know they've got like other little like more gift sets, but yes, an actual like make them look like little cardboard boxes. That would be really cute. That'd be really cute. Yeah, totally. So yeah, let them know. But okay, who will I be mailing this card and the unfinished one to?
The winners are Hemi in California.
Hemi in California.
And Maria in Georgia.
And Maria in Georgia. So, I will add them to the pile. This one and then the other one. And then they'll get mailed out when they get mailed out. I always update everyone because I always got to I take a selfie when I leave my house and go to the post office. You know, so I will let everyone know when that wonderful day happens and I actually mail out the winners. I have all the previous ones, like they're prepped. They're not fully ready to go yet. But I made progress. So it will be soon because I've got like the addresses. Everything's like kind of getting ready to go. So I will finish that second card today, hopefully. And then if you stay tuned, I do at least plan on getting the photos for this one up because once I put this on my Instagram, you'll know because I have a graphic that Waffle Flower gives me. So I'll have a graphic on my Instagram with this card and there'll be a little giveaway with a Waffle Flower gift card attached to that. So just stay tuned. That'll go up this evening. My Instagram's linked in the description box below. And yeah, this release is so good. It's so good. It's so fun. And there's so much. You know, I showed some of it at the beginning and then, yeah. The birds don't have highlights. No, I'm fine with them not. I don't know why. They don't need it. I don't know why. I just like them like that. Everything else has more like detail. I thought about it, but no, I'm kind of okay with how this is. So that's it. If I'd been more prepped, I could have got them both done, but I got a lot to do and I'm sweating, y'all. Thanks to the disembodied hand. Thanks. You're going to have to actually show on camera. You can't get behind me.
Oh, I jumped over last time.
Did you? Is that what you did? Just don't trip.
I'll try.
I have like stuff piled up from when it flooded. So I moved things. So it's a literal just, it's a maze.
In front of the camera and do a crab
You're going to do a little... And you just had to wear that shirt again, didn't you?
Oh, it's a 2-day shirt.
You're a dork. Yep. Good times. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I'm just like reading the comments and stuff. I appreciate you all. And everything's updated as far as the supplies go. Yes, the supplies are current. I didn't pull out anything extra. And then all I gotta do, finish that card, get everything photographed, yada, and then just stay tuned. Because I have more videos coming. There's another release tomorrow with another brand. It's so good. This month is gonna be fun. Lots and lots and lots of content and just tons of good stuff. And then don't forget to check out my sales page linked directly below, because I said that earlier. There are some that are ending tonight or tomorrow, and then I do have the info too for like the Waffle Flower release. That's in the sales page. The OLO Marker stuff, that's in the sales page, all that kind of stuff. So I've got that link below, so don't forget to check that out if you're interested. And then this little dance. Hey, the fact that he even did that on camera, props to him. Because those that have been following me for a really long time, he was very, very hesitant to like even be in photos, any of that. Because it's like getting used to the whole system. So for the first however many years, he did not want anything, did not want to be shown on camera. I used to put like emojis over his face in photos, things like that, because he didn't want to be shown, and that was fine. And and then his little like disembodied hand thing like started there, and now he'll dance on camera. We're getting there. Although he has like fully been on camera with me, because people have asked about that. We did a video together. We went live, my goodness, how many years ago now was that? Like 3 years ago? I forget. He went live and made a card with me. We do plan on doing more of that. It's just, it's a logistical nightmare. Literally. The way I have everything set up for one person. Like just me. Because it's just me. All of this. Like he helps just during my live. He's already gone to do other things. So yeah. We do plan on doing more of that. I have a chair that will work. It's just, I need to move I need to move things around.
Dual crafting?
Dual crafting. You were eavesdropping still, even though he'd left. Yeah. Yeah, we plan. I need more hours in the day. But it's gonna happen eventually. He sees we're a nice group. I think that's part of it. Because he's been helping me with these lives. Not long after I started doing like the consistent Sunday live streams, he stepped in to start to help because that was talking about weird people. The trolling. In the beginning, it was so bad. Like it was bad. So he stepped in to help moderate because I needed another person just to nip some of and delete and block and all that kind of stuff. And now it's just habit that he participates in the Sunday lives. And he can help a bit and do the things, but he works full time. So he can't help all the time. But anyway, yeah, he did that one card with me and we had a lot of fun. So we're going to do more. I literally need to be able to move more things around and the jury rig nightmare. And then every time things flood. Anywho, I got to go. I'll do all the things that I said I was going to do. I appreciate you all taking the time to hang out with me during these crazy lives. I appreciate those that watch on the replay. You guys are all amazing too. And, sharing and thumbs upping and commenting, it helps. Even if a person's not shopping, using my affiliate links, any of that kind of stuff. Even just watching and thumbs upping and commenting, the engagement, it does genuinely help. It really does. And I appreciate it. I appreciate all you. You guys are the best. I have the best audience. Personally, that's what I think. I think my audience is the best audience. So, I'm going to go. I'm going to stop procrastinating. I know how much work I have to do. A headache's starting to settle in. It's so ridiculous. I moderate for several channels, and I got called some dreadful words. Oh yeah, same. It all the way to full on threats. It's been ridiculous. But again, few and far between with card making. And the majority of what ugliness there is are usually just trolls or people that again stumble upon our crafty space. And when those do pop up, they get blocked. Delete, block, move on with life, But yeah, the vast majority is pretty awesome. So we try to mitigate all of that. But anywho, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Hopefully the basement our basement's not flooded. I'm in the garage, not in the basement. Thankfully our basement's never had an issue. Again, we got French drains and sump pumps and all the things. It's all good. But yeah, you guys are the best. I appreciate you all. I'm going to jet and get everything else done that I need to get done because there's a lot, and I will have another video hopefully tomorrow. It might be a little later tomorrow because if you could see the amount of editing. I lost footage because of the storms we were having, and we had a power out. It's been nuts. But I'm going to go, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye. Thank you so much to my amazing Patreon supporters. For anyone that might be interested in joining my Patreon community and supporting me, the link to my Patreon is in the description box below the video. For everyone else, as always, thank you all so much for taking the time to watch my videos, for thumbs upping, commenting, subscribe if you haven't, I'd love to have you. And here's a couple other videos for you to check out in case you missed them. Bye!